Hi and welcome to Taleweaver's Dungeons and Dragons, with me, Daniel, as your Dungeon Master. We are playing our little mini-campaign, Fools and Fates, and before we jump into tonight's action, I would like my players to introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Katrina, and I'm playing Adeema Strongjaw, Goliath, and I feel like I have been born anew.
And she's a fighter.
Yeah, I'm a fighter. Boom. Boom.
Flex.
Flex.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing Orpheus the Magus, a self-centered wizard, human of race, and he is level 5. And also recently pollinated.
Yay.
Hiya, I'm Alex. I'm playing the elf goblin ranger named Baast, who has a beast companion, although we haven't seen that much of him lately since we've been indoors, and he's been flying outdoors. So this might be a thing that I need to sort out.
To bring him inside, just...
Yeah.
You just need to be the guy walking around with a giant bird and be just like, it's fine.
Be that guy. Be that guy.
Be the guy with the bird.
He's like your sunglasses inside.
Yeah.
That's what we were gonna say. He's
cool.
like my son.
This
Which
is my child.
could also be true. This is my child. He's a vulture.
It's D&D. It's quite possibly true.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, that's that's me.
And hi, I'm Marianne. I play Wren Shadeleaf. I'm a Lightfoot Halfling druid. Yeah. And I haven't decided on an accent, so I'm really sorry in advance.
Oh,
Can she be German today?
Guten Abend, es means the druids.
Do you like? I hear you like heels. No, it's not. That's not.
It is me, Wren Shadeleaf. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
My name is Hans.
Guten Tag.
Do you have plants? Will you have plants? When will you have plants?
Do you like?
She a nihilist?
But yes,
Okay.
we are going to zoom into the little village of Brimsa, where our party is finding themselves looking for the Star-Eyed Man. And we go to the little inn called the Sleeping Goat Inn, where our party has spent the night and woken up a little bit here and there and made themselves the way down to a breakfast, where they all meet up so that we don't need a 10 minutes role playing part of people waking up.
But I want to inform Adeema that she woke up with a goat and me warming her feet. Just saying.
It's not the first time.
No.
You woke up with 2 goats.
It's been weirder than that. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
You're happy you're not inside a plant. So.
You take what you get.
And I've made more flowers in her hair.
After yesterday, you're not sure if that's appropriate or not anymore, but yeah.
I'm kind of humoring her for a minute because she did heal me. But like during breakfast when she's not paying attention, I'm slowly but surely picking them up and giving it to the goat.
Daisy's sitting there happily eating every single flower.
Of course she is.
And also a spoon that fell on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the goat eats anything.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
How's your spirit?
Well, we slept in a bed, a sizable bed, a bed fit for Goliath.
But you couldn't see the stars. I missed the stars.
True, but I'm sure we will be roughing it quite soon.
You still having that pollen, Orpheus?
Yeah,
You're dealing with
still feeling it a bit, I'm afraid. Vicious stuff. But,
You're not infected now. You're not gonna grow sprouts and stuff.
No.
well,
My magical powers are far too strong to be succumb to such simple trickery. I can assure you of that.
I nudge actually Wren. Like wink wink.
Oh, you're a mighty sorcerer. You are really good at what you do. We
No.
believe in you
Listen,
and everything.
sorcerer,
that-
lazy ass, natural born cheaters. They have no understanding of the intricate
And
work
look
that
back
is
at
needed to
Adeema.
master the.
And he goes on about a 20
Yeah.
minute rant about
Probably.
why wizards are better than,
Yes.
you know.
No
sorcerers.
inferiority complex whatsoever in this clouded room.
And anybody who's interested in seeing that rant can just go to Reddit and just find any posts about any other
Yeah.
casting class and see someone ranting about wizards. They're there in the comments.
But so we should talk to the mayor again, right? He was supposed to check a bit things of us, but what other clues can we have? I don't know if
Do
he
we
told
get
you
money
this,
for
but
that? The flower thing.
He said
he was gonna
would.
pay our bill here, so make sure you eat heartedly.
I'll eat
Don't
more
worry,
bacon.
I can eat for a
Yeah,
small
I'll eat
village.
more bacon. I don't know. I don't care. Bacon is for everyone, even goat lovers. Yeah.
But
Goat
but
lover.
I don't know if we told you last night, but that's what Wren's intuition about the horse in the stable was completely right. It is most definitely a weird
Did you doubt me?
entity. No, I'm telling anyone who doubted you would be wrong.
Yeah, what did you find out in the stables yesterday? I say
It's
why I'll crochet a little drawing that says bacon is for goat lovers.
Well, it seems more or less like it's yes, and he proceeds to explain what we learned last time about it more or less being like a summoned, like a steed from the from a
Creature
not so
from
very fun place.
Shadowwell.
Yep,
No, Shadowfell.
which is not a particularly nice place.
No.
And that it really
wasn't
would
a happy
take some
horse.
very trained magicians to be able to, trained magic to pull that into this world and keep it here for so long. Getting here is one thing, but keeping it here, even when he is not around, that is quite the feat.
And he thought it was yours. Or you
Well.
could have claimed it as yours, I
He
guess.
could.
I could have claimed
Can you
it, but
still-
I have no. Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want that animal.
No, it's not.
It's not right.
It's
Not
not.
even an animal.
It's not a happy creature.
Nope.
It's from the
I-
Shadow Realm.
Yes.
I don't know if they do happy.
Probably
Pretty
not.
much the opposite, I'd say.
Poor creature.
But
Is there a
that their form
tablecloth
of
on the
happy?
table? Sorry.
I
Sorry,
don't know.
what did you say?
It's a fancy, yeah, fancy
Is it
tablecloth.
tablecloth on the table?
Yeah, there is.
It's not important.
Yeah, it's a
There-
French
there is-
restaurant.
There is most of a tablecloth, and there is a part missing. That's.
Then
you
I'll
see
if
Daisy.
it's missing, I will take some more.
No,
of it.
because you see just Daisy's just chewing on it.
Oh, then I'll take it from her, and then I'll start ribbing, decorating my stuff with it,
Right.
and
so,
the thing from yesterday, the
Yes.
dwarf
The question is, of
food
course,
thing.
if the owner is not out riding said steed, where is he? Clearly somewhere where a horse would be of no use for him. So either here in the city within Brimsa still, with a small village, I kind of doubt it, or he's set
Mountain.
off somewhere where a horse would be a detriment to him.
I think everyone's been talking about the bears in the mountain and all of that.
The old
Town
mines.
yeah. I don't
Yes,
know.
that
If
would
you're
be
a
a
baddie,
place.
would you be in a nice town, or would you go to a mine? What would you do in a mine?
Well, you're
Doesn't strike me as a person, the type that would mine things.
Well, something
does
might
sort of-
be secretly hidden or not found.
Yeah. Yep, it might be it might be hidden. Well, those things might be hidden somewhere where the mind will grant access or something like that.
Also, DM, last night before I went to bed, I read through as much as I could of the journal that I stole from the mayor's residence.
Yes. The journal. The biggest plot twist you find in this is the fact that he's a bear, but you did find that out.
Does
Oh my
it say
God.
I am a bear?
Dear diary, I'm a bear.
Day 565 of no one finding out I'm a bear.
No, the first part is somewhat philosophical of the aspect of what he is now and like sort of how he sees himself, and in the beginning struggling with that sort of, he feels that is wrong, but now he has a new purpose and all of that.
Bit of an identity crisis.
Yeah, full on identity. You can. There's a full on identity crisis in the first.
Imposter syndrome.
Definitely. There's a little bit like later on, the entries get sort of further and further apart, just like time wise, because there are some dates in them, and it's mostly about sort of trying to be an adventurer while also being a bear, and how hard it is to sort of come to a place and be a bear and then start talking to people, but because most places immediately starts to attack him because there's a bear coming in.
Talking bear.
And with that you also find
Tough
that why he find it necessary to sort of use magic to mask himself and all of that. And then at the end there are some real strange parts. First of all, the or one of the parts are about the demon plants that he has, and that it was sort of burdened upon him, but in return he would sort of get fair compensation and was promised a house here in Brimsa, and that he also later ran for mayor. But a lot about how the plant sort of gave him nightmares for a long time, and how sort of demons and entities like that being in proximity often are a very bad omen and will sort of have a toll on the person that it's close to, which is why he now has an entire floor for it and sort of keeps it away.
Oh, thank you.
And the list of names that I found that also had some of them were ticked off that they did very well and that they got paid. Was that in the journal as well?
No, that was an addition, but
Okay.
together with the journal, you find out that these are, because there are some of the names, or most of the names in Go are repeated in the journal as fated that he has met, and small mentions of some either jobs that they've done, of things like beasts that needed to be slain, or dealings with weird magical happenings, or wandering giant or such.
Right. So kind of like it's like a little logbook for him to keep track of. He's essentially a quest giver, if we're
Yes.
gonna put it in simple terms,
He's
right?
a very good NPC that has a lot of
Yeah.
exclamation marks over him.
For sure.
But
He's
I
got
understood
he's got a golden question mark.
Yes.
But as I understood it, there was a party that had sent forth that had not returned. Wasn't that correct?
Yes, at the very end, you see that he was reluctant to send them, seeing as there wasn't anything known of what was going on, because they were looking for a creature that was known to sort of be in the area, but now with other creatures moving about, there could be something else, something more dangerous, and they tried to warn them.
Okay.
They hadn't listened.
Cool. So I'll relay this to everyone at the breakfast table, and I'll kind of preempt it by saying, so I before we knew who the mayor was and who he actually was, I kind of nicked this from his residence. I'm gonna see if I can return it somehow, but the information is still valuable and good for us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure of how we let him know that we know what he says, but if I'm sure he can if we're in use of some coin or some work, I'm sure he can provide that for us. But
Did you
I'm mostly
take anything
interested.
else?
Well, there's this list of names. I didn't really find anything else that was valuable that I
Did you
took
go-
that would...
There was a locked door, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was one that I never really got to
I
look
hoped you'd
behind.
been there.
Yeah, there
Oh,
was
you have that.
some
It
things
was
came in
glowing
between.
magically, so I thought it
Was
was.
it?
Yes. So I thought it would be something interesting,
Oh,
fun.
the door
I don't know.
was.
Well, not the door,
Could be
but
some sort of magical lock or magical trap or alarm
exactly.
system.
Yeah,
or
but
something
why
like
would he
that.
have that if he didn't need it? So I'm just thinking
Oh.
that
Oh
there
yeah,
is.
There might be the magical sort of alarms that was on the door that led to
Oh,
the
sorry,
stairs.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
No,
misunderstood.
no problem. Yeah.
Damn
Okay.
it.
It's no problem.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Cool. No, I never got.
So-
Yeah, I never got to check out the third door. But by this point, I kind of, I feel
It's not the
feel-
focus, I know.
no, but he also feels like a good guy.
Yeah.
I don't find him threatening
beer.
in
No.
any way.
No,
he just
he
wants
was-
to live his beer man life and be
Right.
mayor.
Yeah, his best
I
bear
mean,
life.
if a druid gave him that, he must be good. I
That's a
think.
quite powerful magic for that to
Yeah, I
occur as
wonder
well,
who
is
did
it?
that. I wonder like who that was. I wouldn't mind like getting some pointers.
But he did help other faded and heroes questing, so
Yeah.
I'm sure to, well, not ally ourselves with him, but surely we should be very friendly.
Yeah, keep him in our favors and
Yeah,
vice versa.
most definitely.
There's
I
nothing
am-
like a good beer hug.
No, that is
So
true.
what I understand.
Although
what I
they're
understand.
favors. Yeah, go ahead, Orpheus. Sorry.
Yeah, no, so I understand that. That lead, you also have. You said you've talked about some abandoned mines, Wren.
Yeah, I
Run by
just
this-
remember like it was
Yeah, run by this
dwarf
Damien
and
Grey
then-
page, wasn't that what it said? And there's a cave system up in the mountains. Living Rock Peak has been mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And,
The brothers with the hair
yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
dwarves.
potion.
Yeah,
The
Barley and Raleigh.
masked, the masked stranger.
yeah. And, of course, the rumors about the missing goats or the good fields.
Mm. Which of these scream Star-Eyed Man to you?
What, GM, how much have we seen of his doings to what would lead us? We have to know something about what he does. I'm sure if we've been following him, we have to seen some sort of an aftermath of what he does.
Yeah, the aftermath is always quite clear and it's quite disastrous. It always looks like there's been just in most places like a force who's just sort of come over and taken out people. As there sometimes there are looks like there's been like a fight with some sort of creature, but other times there's just people have died and there's no sort of proper explanation to why, except like dark magics. And other places there's like entire crops and that has died out, and like just herds of animals has been taken out in sweeps.
Herds of animals taken out in sweeps. Did he say it's shitloads of dead goats?
Well, this missing, I don't think they were actually dead.
But we have missing goats. We also have this missing adventuring party that never got back. They never returned. collected
Smells like a
entertainment.
catastrophe to me. Like it.
Yeah,
Something
It's worth
mysterious for
looking
sure.
into
Yeah.
for sure.
something is brewing.
But we should check in with our dear beer man mayor.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
Bear
how he
man.
likes to refer to himself.
BMM.
Yeah. And I'd also like to take and visit Fagron, the herbalist, at some point today.
Sure.
Him
Okay.
being in former wizard is of course of interest.
I think maybe you need a potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you
I need
think-
something?
Is there anywhere we could stock up on some health potions or anything before
that
we
would
head
be
out?
good.
I think
like
that
it,
would
yeah.
be there.
Yeah, most likely there.
Okay, so maybe stop by the herbalist and then go to the mayor, see what we can find out about the. If let's play oblivious and say that while we're here and investigating, we might as well have some need for work, and we don't mind any dangerous kinds of work. So maybe we'll see what we find out. I'm gonna see if I can maybe sneak the either general into his residence or just put it back in his pocket while we do so.
We're in need of doing something, so I think anything that can possibly something will turn up.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say it's
Well,
a start.
Yeah. Shall we all go to the BMM?
I'll go where you go, Adeema.
The bear man mayor.
The beer man mayor.
BMM.
to
Cool.
BMM.
Yeah.
Herbalist first and then BMM.
Oh, I'm down for it.
Yep.
I
Sounds
took
good.
quite a
Like a
bit of
plan.
beating. I'm not sure what you guys were doing until, well, Baast showed up finally.
What do you mean?
We were in the stables.
Mhm.
What do you mean,
Getting in.
Jeremy? Did you not see me
We agreed.
smiting that foul creature with my magic missiles?
If you
Also-
told me to stay with you, I would have. But you told me to go into the stables, and I did as you
I
wanted.
think
Adeema.
it was a teachable moment. But we need to
For whom?
strategize
For
more
you?
in combat situation. I got eaten by a plant.
And then you
I
got
know.
birthed.
I want songs written about my heroism. And
I'm
I
sure
don't
you're
want
right,
what
Tyler.
line
That-
of these songs
okay,
going.
that's
And
fine.
Adeema, the great
Adeema,
Strongjaw,
the
got birthed by a plant
the
in Brimsa.
gorgeous, the brave. You
Red,
went in.
no.
What?
Ren,
Well, you
should we
said
hide
you
this?
wanted songs.
No! I said no songs about that.
Oh,
No songs.
Exclusively
getting onto the
17
plan
songs
thing.
about.
I was getting into the rhythm of the plan.
I'm sure we can strategize our combat better. It's a teachable moment. We
put
can
away
do
my
better.
book and
companions.
pencil.
I think we're all comforted to be escorted by Adeema the Birthed.
Bust.
Baast,
That's not okay.
what's
I
your
love-
tongue?
I
You
chuckle a little
speak
bit
to-
to myself. And I'll
You don't know
feed.
what she's done. She is far greater than anyone around this table. Just saying.
I'm like I fluffed my very fancy cloak and it
Yeah, it just.
waves a bit.
I'll take it and I'll do like this.
No, you don't need to do
certainly
that.
Oh, no, she
It
does
just
that,
does it
yeah,
by itself.
yeah,
It just
yeah.
dramatically just.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she's certainly at least
Also,
twice
way
the
more
size of
humble
anyone
than
around this
all of us,
table.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
didn't I tell you I have a plaque?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yes.
Ren made it.
Next to the wood carving plaque.
Yeah.
There also. Yep.
Yeah, I put it back in my pocket.
Very good. Very good.
Right.
Excellent. We've
Oh.
covered this.
I don't.
I
Well,
love it.
shall we get started?
Yes, of course. No
Cool,
more
I'll
diddle
follow you.
daddling.
These conversations you never get in Vampire the Masquerade.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Off to see the herbalist.
Yes, you go off to see the herbalist, and it is not hard to find. You go north towards this tower, and you do see a very nice, like wooden cottage almost, but very well. So you can definitely tell there are like elven features on, just like carvings and such, and there are like detailed works on the house, by the door and door frames and such are excellently carved out. And then there's the garden, who's just lots and lots of different herbs and different things used in alchemy, and as a herbalist would have. And there is several signs around in both common and other languages saying "Do not pick the flowers without permission."
No, we are not thieves.
I'll go around and smell and maybe taste some things. And I know.
Maybe keep that goat on a short leash.
No, she's outside. Daisy, shoo, not inside. Out.
Daisy walks over to one of the plants and starts eating on it, and suddenly she looks like she's getting like an electric shock and just sort of spits out the plant.
Daisy, that was a teachable moment.
Eh.
Exactly.
And goes over
I'll-
and tries a different plant.
Clearly not. a
I'll
teachable
try and
moment.
shoo her outside like I'm
Yeah.
trying to.
Am I too big for the cottage? Do I wait outside? Do I go in?
The door, like, it seems like you could get in, but you might need just like within the door need to sort of
Okay.
just lower your head a little bit, because sort of the door frame stops here.
Yes, if
But-
not, I can just like kick back and wait outside in the. So buy me some potions. I'll watch Daisy.
And you watch it, she gets shocked and shocked and shocked. No.
I'm like, it's funny though.
I never said I would do anything, I just watched.
I'm just gonna watch her do it.
I trust you, Adeema. I do.
Yeah.
Yes. So you walk up.
I want that for you, Wren.
There we enter the cottage.
Yeah. You enter, and as you enter, you hear like almost like bird song instead of like a bell, and there's like just like a bird song just for a few phrases, and
That's nice.
and you hear something like hello.
Hello.
Yes. Can I? And you can see that even for an elf, that ages incredibly slow and can become almost 1,000 years old, do actually look like they're at sort of their later part of life. So this person is at least 600-700 years old.
Jeez.
Comes walking out, and you can see the grey hair that goes back and into sort of a neatly. I was about to say nice and neatly, and it became
Nightly.
Nightly, yes. No, it's not very nightly, but it's nice and neatly braided. Those are the words.
We got there in the end.
Yeah. And you can see he has this sort of very vibrant emerald green robes on him, with like gold trims, and you can see even the stitching are almost like leaves patterns.
Is it prettier than Orpheus' clothes?
Oh, these are pristine, very pretty. These are sort of like extremely high quality elven tailor made.
I'll do like this on you.
It's the Armani
Orpheus.
of wizard robes.
Oh, no, this isn't even a brand name. This is tailor made.
Oh, that
sort
costs
of,
them.
like,
we should
yeah.
we should get you one of those.
The blue is more my color.
I mean, hello, hi. I mean, we're here for healing potions and stuff, but where did you get that made? That's beautiful.
Oh, hello. This one was made very long ago by someone who's certainly perished by now. This is about 300 years old, and was made by a half elf, so he must have died at least 200 years ago.
But it's gorgeous.
I know.
So's your hair.
I know.
Do you want a flower in it?
No.
Okay.
I think he has all the flour he needs.
Or more.
Oh, he hasn't had mine.
As the halfling said, we are fated ones, and we are stocking up a bit on supplies on a mission. We wondered if you had any healing potions or other remedies that might aid us in our travels.
I do, yes. Are you looking for standard regular healing potions, or are you looking for... I also have some... a bit more on the experimental side, in various degrees of stability.
Interesting. Experimental, is it? Experimental?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it's a potion that's supposed to be much more potent, but there's... You see, sometimes in medicine, you use a little bit of poison. And there's a small chance that instead of healing you, it might poison you. But the chances are, well, depending on how stable you want them and how potent you want them, there's varieties. But I do have just standard healing potions as well that will do healing and only healing.
What is the price points of these?
For a normal healing potion, they go for 50 gold pieces. I have about 5 of them. If you buy in bulk, I might set them down. And the experimental one, if you want something that's more potent in healing, I can go down to... if you see somewhat unstable, I would say about a 30% chance of doing you harm. Instead of healing, I will sell that at 20 gold. And we have one that's just 50-50. If it hurts or heals you... And that one goes for 10 gold.
50-50.
Yes.
Well,
It's a bit of a gamble, but it's cheap. Because trying to sell them for higher prices turned out to me not very good for business.
no. Seems
Have
like
people
using one
died?
might necessarily...
People die of many things.
Yes, but anyone specifically died from your health potions?
Not exclusively the health potions, no.
No, they were already
But
damaged.
they
Otherwise,
helped.
I wouldn't say that. Let's just say they didn't help on certain
Right.
individuals.
Well,
There is
what
no
do you-
guarantee if you are mortally wounded and drink one of these that there is no guarantee it will help.
Ah,
Right.
well, I
Except
for
the
myself.
healing potions that are guaranteed to help. Those will help.
I am definitely interested in one that I know will work.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll buy a standard one for myself. Are we doing any more? Did you say
But
there
I
was a
think
bulk?
oh yeah,
price?
yeah, the bulk thing. Because
Well, how many are you interested in buying?
Well, I
what
have
what
some,
do we
but you
need
should
to
at
get
least...
the bulk price?
You need to
We're
buy at
going-
least 3 of them. Or
we're
else
going
it
to
won't
at
really
least
count as
have 4.
bulk.
We're at
Well, if
least
you
going to do 4, I
If
think.
you're going to do at least 4, I can give it to you for 40 gold apiece instead of 50. So
I think that's good.
I'd say yeah, sounds
Better.
like a deal.
Nobody can barter.
What do you use for that? Is it...
that is persuasion skills. That also is the charismatic.
Because if I was in that room, you know I would do it, right? Because I'm like, she thinks she's the best at anything that's got to do with charisma
Okay,
and
For sure, but you're not
persuasion.
here.
she's not. Though.
Charisma.
Just, uh,
Well, I got +2. Does anyone of you
No,
two
I
have any
think-
better?
I'm not interested in bartering with him.
No, and that's the
as
thing,
far
I'm
as
not
Baast-
either, because,
as far as Baast is concerned, that was good. That was a good deal.
And I think for Wren, like, she's been selling stuff in markets, and the people that makes things, they deserve what they need. So yeah.
Well,
Anything
Okay.
else of interest? Do you have anything
Yes.
shiny or fun?
I
Well,
have
and this-
definitely things that are shiny and dependent on your definition of fun.
What's your definition of fun?
And no comment.
I understand that
I'm
you
sorry,
like...
I have the alien butt plug in my mind right now. Sorry.
Gisetta! Mariana!
It's certainly different, that's all I can say. And at least it's not only in your mind and not somewhere else.
And
It's been in my mind all day.
Suddenly this episode is yeah, it's
Oh.
Well, but I understand that you, as like I, have studied the mysteries of the Titan Nolag.
yes, of course. Nolag is very mysterious and has many things to teach, and just drawing upon her powers is quite something.
It is indeed. You see, I try to broaden my knowledge wherever I travel, and I wouldn't happen to own any incantations or such likes one might be able to copy into one's book.
I do, but they're expensive.
Yes. How much for us? Is the asking price for this going?
Oh, well, for some of the more basic spells, I will, for 100 gold, for a little more advanced, 200 gold, and it sort of just takes a look at you. Yeah, and we'll say that's probably what I could be able to teach you.
Alright, excellent. Can I have perused at least the names of the inventories of the more basic ones?
Well, I have, is it, and are you looking for offensive or defensive, or some of just, well, what exactly, is there anything more in particular looking for? You know, I've been around
Well, I think both offensive and utilitarian would be of interest.
Just give me a moment, and he sort of walks over and going to look at
Just
spells.
well, he's go there. He Orpheus turns on and does a quick little conference with you. Actually, how much gold does everyone have?
I don't know.
Right now, because I paid for Adeema's potion as well, I have 40.
Yeah. Because that's one point. I can't pay for, like, I have 4 health potions already. but I can't pay. Like, if I'm gonna buy a spell, I can't buy. If I'm
Where's
gonna buy
my
a spell, I
inventory?
can't buy. I only can afford 20 gold, and then it's broke. Flat as broke.
Inventory.
I have 99 gold.
99 goals.
How much
No,
gold do
not
I have?
goals. Pulse.
Where does it say?
It's
Oh, I
go
have
into the inventory.
120. I've got 120 gold. Right? It's
What
the
are you trying
gold
to
thing.
buy?
The gold thing on top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm buying wishes. You know, I can learn spells. I can copy it down in my spell book, so I can learn more spells. So that's
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's what it is. So.
So how much?
Because unlike you, I don't have I have a finite number of spells that I can.
It comes back and like, well, of the, let's say, of the first level of spells beyond cantrips, because
Yes, that's what that's.
if you need something utilitarian, I have like comprehend language. We have also more offensive. We have chromatic orb. I have identify, which is very useful, but most should have that. Mage armor that I hope you already have for your sake. And
Do you?
I then
Nope.
also have sleep and unseen servant.
Well, both sleep and mage armor were interesting. I think I'll prioritize the mage armor actually.
Oh, you don't. Oh dear. Well, that yes. How? It just sort of looks over you like, you humans with your short lives, you don't need to shorten it further.
No.
You know what? You guys have been buying the things from me, so I will. You know what? Not 100 gold. I will teach this one you for 80 gold.
Splendid.
Yes. And we can take some time later on. If anybody has that, does anybody else have any other business, or should we get to
Just the fun part. Fun or shiny?
well, there is you know,
Under
when it comes-
40.
Under 40. Okay, well that severely limits the.
Sorry, that's all I have. Unless you want, like, I could give you, like, soap in exchange, or cheese,
What
or
are you saying
milk,
that I
or...
smell?
No, and your skin looks fabulous, but...
Yes, I know. I make all of my own lotions.
Oh, that's handy. What else do you make? No,
Crafty
I was...
bastards.
No, sorry. That's prying.
Well, for under 40, well, for 10 gold, I can sell you a dancing teacup.
That's kind of fun.
Yes, please. Oh,
Very well.
Obviously goes, oh dear God, now she's got a dancing teacup. It's not going to take long before she won that teacup pig as well.
Does it do anything else? Just dance. Is it endless? Is it forever?
He brings over sort of like just a small porcelain teacup and places it on. Actually, yes, you can do two things. First of all, and he sort of walks just a little further down the table and like, teacup, come here. And sort of the teacup then sort of sprouts small legs and just walks over to him. And then sits down again.
That.
And then you go like, teacup, dance. And the teacup sort of sprites small arms and legs and sort of just does a little dance and jig. And...
Yeah, I'm slamming my money on the
Sold!
table.
Sold!
I can see it now.
here.
Teacup goes going, what is my purpose? Serve tea.
No, you dance.
Teacup, come here.
And it sort of stops
I don't know
dancing
if it does
and just walks over to you and sort of becomes a teacup again.
You're amazing.
Do be aware that if you have tea in it and it's over half full and then it dances, it might spill.
No, I wouldn't do that to it. You're so cute. And I'll just turn around and kind of like walk out with it. Thank you.
Okay.
Orpheus, do you
So-
need some time for yourself to learn the spell?
Yeah, I need to learn the spell. So maybe
Cool.
maybe you should go over to the mayor, and I'll stay here and do the studying, and you can pick me up afterwards.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll be about right under an hour.
So then
Very good.
80 for that, and I was at 40 for the health potion. I can buy health potion as well, and I'm completely broke, but we'll make some money soon.
I
I'm
got
sure.
120 gold. I'm rich. I haven't spent a dime.
Adeema, look!
She holds a teacup.
Teacup.
Teacup, dance!
Do I get?
And it sort of, you suddenly see this teacup now sprouts arms legs and just a little jig like that.
Does it do
Does it come with a
anything else, Red?
candlestick and
Yeah.
a teapot and...
How much money did you spend on this dancing
Oh,
teacup?
shoot, nothing. And here's your potion.
Thank you.
And I just walk towards the mayor with little, yeah.
I think Daisy is feeling a little bit dazed. I chuckle.
Yeah.
Daisy is
little,
just looking, just staring down, just a flower that's not in the garden, and just sort of staring at it, not sure to eat it or not.
Those lessons learned, right?
Yeah. But as there's been too many lessons.
Well, she's a goat.
Yes.
Right. Where is Orpheus?
He's learning some new spells. He said we should just move on over to without him. He'll catch up later on, or we pick him up on the way back, whichever is first.
Sensible. He needs to advance his skills. I think he's been slacking in the wizardry.
Oh, you do. I potentially on the defensive side, but I think he's covering that up now. I think.
I think he needs to be pushed to do more. I think.
Well, I think you should tell him.
I will. It will be a teachable moment.
Oh,
He
very
will
good.
appreciate it.
Very good. No, I'm sure he will. He seems to be the kind of guy who likes encouragement in that area.
He will appreciate honesty.
Sure.
When he
Sure.
sees
Well,
it.
you know him better than I do, so.
Sure.
Definitely.
Well,
Everybody
mayors-
loves to be criticized.
Yeah. Oh,
Especially
I love it.
wizards.
Yeah.
Especially wizards. They
And
absolutely
Adeema.
love it. Yes.
Adeema loves
You said
it.
you said you had more than 100 gold left. Is that what you said? Charm person.
But yes, as the 3/4 of the party is headed to the mayor, we're gonna have a small little break. And we'll be
Ciao.
right
Bye.
back.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And hi and welcome back. Right now, 3/4 of the party is headed to the mayor's mansion, while the last one is sitting and just studying like the proper nerd a wizard should be.
Amen.
Whee!
So, the rest of you arrive at the mayor's house.
Beben.
You see the little goblin sitting by his desk, talking to another individual who's standing there. Let me just put up. And you can see it's quite a large individual. The person he's talking to is something known as a firbolg, which are usually like a forest dwelling type. They're almost as big as Goliaths, but they have sort of like almost like cow-like features. They have like a very wide nose that goes into almost like a cow-like nose, and their ears are all sort of like cow ears sticking out. You can see this person are in like overalls, it looks like, and has a straw hat and
Country bumpkin.
full-on country bumpkin, sort of just talking. And you can also hear this, even though you don't hear what it's saying, sort of it goes very slowly in sort of like a droning way of talking. As you come in, the goblin sort of just looks up and just points towards the door where the mayor's office is, and just gives you sort of a thumbs up. And Adeema knows that this is the mayor's office, and this is where you talked yesterday.
Yep.
Very good. So
And I'll try and go. I will try. Well, I will run in front. I want to be the first one to the door.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
run.
I'm not gonna like
not gonna stop you.
push you over. No.
And then I knock,
Enter.
and then I open the door, and then I kind of semi-wait for Adeema and Baast to come. Adeema the brave, and Baast but Adeema the brave and strong. Here to see you, Mayor. And hi, I'm Wren. Again.
Hi. Welcome. Well, good morning. I see there's only 3 of you. Who's the last one? Is he okay? Is he standing out in the field looking at the sun?
No, he's studying.
Okay,
He's all good.
okay,
Yep, yeah.
Good.
He's very much himself.
Yes.
So
If
No
he
need to
starts to act a little sunflowery, just that's not good. But
If he sprouts or something.
no, it's more if he stands in a field all day and just keeps looking at the sun and follows the sun with his face. That's usually the first sign that something's.
Duly noted.
But it's very rarely happens.
sort of like
He's probably fine.
Yes.
Fine.
he's been fine so far.
Yeah.
Also, Wren, thank
The
you for the
herbalist would-
introduction. Very unnecessary, but thank you.
No, it's not. But I always do it for her.
Look
That's
at you.
fine. You and I put my hand on your shoulder.
I'm sorry. I'll be better next time.
No,
I just
it's
couldn't.
all
my
good.
mind
I
went all
just-
blank. And,
That's fine. I just don't need
Because
it.
just look at her. You can't think of anything else when you look at.
That's
Wren.
fine. I don't mind you going ahead introducing her. I just don't need it.
Oh, yes, because you want to be like cloak and daggers and shit. Yep. Got
Maybe
it.
sometimes, yeah.
Yep. But she
Thank you,
can't.
though.
She just can't.
No, that's not her thing.
No.
Anyway, Mr. Mayor, sorry. Well, I hope you've recovered from yesterday, and the plant still as it should be.
Yes. Well, I
Small and
went
disturbed.
and bought an elk leg and sort of threw it in there, and it should probably consume that by nightfall. So yes, should
Oh,
be fine.
Yep, typical plant food. Very good. Excellent. So we were talking this morning. Well, I'll cut to the chase. We are definitely in need of some work, and we felt you would be the one to go to for that sort of that sort of question. You would have the information and the quests necessary, as it were.
You helped others, and you've been part of a crew yourself, right?
Yes, that is right.
So if you have any local contacts, we would like to make some extra coin. We don't mind any dangerous work, any unfinished work is also fine.
As you saw, we are very capable. At least a few of us are. I sit back and I let my cape slightly dance.
Well, there
I
are
know.
a few things. Always something around that needs doing. So takes up a book and looks over. There are some goats that has gone missing, and now apparently also 2 of the farm hands who were working at the farm who went to look for the goats haven't returned in 2 days. Which each, you can take a little longer, but that's certainly something that could be looked into should you have the time and capacity. And also there is
Can we? I'll
there is
poke you.
a group that traveled up to one of the peaks to look for to look for a special kind of plant growing up around it, a peak that known as Wolf Peak, but the wolves have not been there recently, and I fear that there's something else that might have gone there.
What
Tried to
sort of
warn them.
plant?
It's a nice little plant that grows up high in the mountains in the moonlight, and especially around. It seems to be well around wolf and wolf feces. I don't know why that works into it, but it has to be on the western side of a mountain in up in the snow. It's called the Wolf's Blessing. It's called. People
Does it have any lycanthropic features, this plant?
It is actually said to sort of be an ingredient that helps against certain types of lycanthropy, which is why I
Interesting.
think they went out looking for it, because it's a case of lycanthropy and someone might have wanted it dealt with.
For sure.
'Cause both with that, also in those areas grows around the same flower grows wolfsbane, which is very effective against lycanthropes if you are to hunt werewolves, not to heal them. So I'm not sure exactly which of the ones they're looking for, but they were asking about the wolf's blessing, so hopefully that's the one they were looking for to help.
Cool. Who would know? Would I just hypothetically would I know what they look like?
Roll a nature.
Is there a
check.
chance?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
Nature.
Yeah, the two you can roll.
Can I roll as well for that?
Yeah.
18.
Oh.
Yes, it's a flower that's sort of with 5 petals, so it's sort of like star shaped, and it's almost silvery in color. Reflects the moonlight very well, and
I don't know.
yeah, you
I
sit
don't
there
know.
and you sit there and just like, no, there's no such plants. But yes, Baast, you do know what it looks like.
Interesting. I haven't seen it myself, but I've seen sketches and I've heard it described to me by other druids who've studied it more closely than I have.
Oh yes, actually, there are some druids, especially those that study the circle of the moon. Those that are more sort of change into creatures more often, also tend to use that in certain rituals and such.
Figured. Okay. And this is something you would have use for here in the town?
No, but there are some adventurers or fated who went looking for that
Right.
and hasn't returned in quite a while. So
Is there a chance that these two things are linked? They turned into lycanthropes and
that is
attack the sheeps and farmhands.
You have dark thoughts.
No,
Well-
that's interesting.
I mean, weirder things have happened.
We
I'm
fought a
just-
plant yesterday.
Exactly.
It's worth
And
investigating the
I'm
sheep
a
first
nerd,
before we go to the
No
mountain.
sheep, it's goats. It's
Goats,
different.
sorry. Well, it's hoofs and udders. I don't know.
And it's not a.
So that's an interesting theory. So maybe we can actually take care of both of these in
If
sort of
they're
the
linked,
same.
yeah,
Are they? Is that? Do you know if they disappeared in a similar area? Are they two different areas
I mean,
completely?
no, well, the bottom of that mountain, those sort of, it's not too far off the good fields sort of grazing area, so it could be possible.
Do you have a map of the area? Or is there one we could buy anywhere that would aid us in the search?
I don't have much of local maps. The one I have is more of the sort of the entirety of the valley, not of the area around here specifically. It can be used, but it wouldn't be the most precise map. But I do have one, if you'd like.
Well, I think it would be useful, yes.
Yes.
Since we don't know the area, if we're going to venture out, I would very much like to know where we're going.
Same.
And I do not mean to be rude, but if you're going to refer to flocks or herds of goats, it's called a trip. Sorry.
Oh.
A
Very
trip?
sorry.
Where are they going? Ha ha ha! How silly.
I didn't know that. But then again, I've only been sentient for about 8 years, so there's
Exactly.
much still to
And
learn.
see, even they didn't know. And I just
A
pointed.
trip of goats.
Yes.
Well, I'll be sure to be specific going forward.
8 years ago, he would call them dinner.
Still might. Still might.
Yeah. Just as soon as the druid leaves, I'm like, what should I? Goat sounds good.
I mean,
Gobble,
a lot
gobble,
of
gobble,
people
gobble,
still do.
Yeah.
A
He
trick
wouldn't
for
be the only
dinner.
one.
Oh,
Tripping
Ben,
on goats.
you- all that goat knowledge. Bustler here. Between your ears.
Did you say tripping on goats?
Just tripping on goats.
Excellent jokes.
And also there is from time to time there are wandering monsters. Anyone that's taken out in the area, there's if you bring back a head or a proof of kill, then there's always some money for that. The old mines usually sometimes there are things that reside close to that because there's an opening and very little people around. So sometimes a bear, sometimes other things.
Would you hate us if we killed a bear? What's your feelings towards that?
As long as you don't kill this bear, and he sort of points to himself.
No.
It's nature, they...
Kill or be killed.
Yes, exactly. Like 2 years ago, there was a bear that ate some shepherds. Of course, it didn't think twice about killing shepherds, and we, if they're too close, then they have to go.
You're a
Fair enough.
very
sensible.
wise BMM. BMM mayor.
It's taken some time to get to that conclusion, but yes, it's...
Well, no, I mean, we've had similar conversations about goblins that we've been taking out on the road.
yes,
My mother being goblin used to be a very, touchy subject, if it were. But then again, they do make their own choices. So
Yeah,
and we do ours.
traveled with people, and we had to kill bandits who were also people. So it's
Yeah.
Scoundrels
I
and
just really
evildoers.
wish that
Regardless
Orpheus
of
wouldn't
race.
have just like firebombed everything.
Well, I mean, I guess it was learning.
Hmm.
I'm just happy it didn't fireball everything yesterday.
that would be very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
To our
it didn't.
detriment, it would have been.
Yes, it's would not be doing well for the property value.
Or our lives.
No,
For that
especially
matter.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people dying does that to property value.
True.
Unless you want to sell ghost tours, which I hear is very good.
You can't really
Unless
do that if you're
there's
dead.
actually ghosts, then that turns
But-
bad again.
Please, I'm just going to interject.
I feel like we're in a
I
circle.
look at my cup.
You said something about a reward?
Oh yes, yeah. Oh, but I'm so sorry. Yes. I do have. I found, looked into some things that I used back in my day. So, there is some gold, and then you can have a choice of either more gold or I have a magical item that I could bestow upon you.
I love magical items.
Yes, and he takes out sort of a small box and puts it forward and opens it, and you can see what looks like two very nice rocks, and which have carved in sort of the profile view of two faces, one on each.
What does it do?
With these, as long as you are within a, well, not too far distance, but like if you would say between here and the next village over, which is, for you guys, you know, it's about a week's travel. You can actually, if two people hold these stones, you can talk to each other.
Brilliant.
I'd love
Let's-
That'd be
that.
great.
That's what we
Okay.
want. That's we
Then
want
we
that
will never
remote
be part
talking.
of Adeema. I could like talk to you even if you like, I don't know, went to the bathroom or went to other places, and I could sing you lullabies, and I could
How
like,
much gold did you say?
So if you take
No,
you will
no,
get-
the rings, the
you
stones,
will get
the
you will
stones.
get 50 gold anyway, and then you can choose between either the stones or 200 gold.
I wanna,
What do we
I wanna
want?
stones. I like stones.
I think we're going to the talk stones, and
Talk stones. That's
50
such a good
We
word.
could walk and talk.
that's
Yeah, well,
excellent.
these are called sending
Great.
stones.
What?
Um,
Sending.
Sending.
yes.
I've only
Sending.
heard about them. I didn't actually know they were a thing. Read.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They are
But we
real
should be
things.
very, very careful with them, Ren, and maybe it's difficult. I'll take it.
I mean, I'll be
Can-
with
can
you
you
anyway,
connect-
so you could do it. You could give it to someone else. But I'm like really good sneaking, and I would love.
Yes. Especially good if, let's see, people are off divided or going to
Yes,
look in
we
different
we
things.
we
then-
will we will have a collective meeting within the party to see who should have which stone.
Well, since it's a group reward, everyone should have, I guess, rights to carry one. So we
But
need
Guess
to
we
there's
can
like
only
do it on
schedule and
case
like
by case
figure out.
basis.
Yes.
Yes,
We'll
excellent.
figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I'm
Actually,
just like I don't want to be cold when I'm being in the woods. I don't want to be cold when I'm being in the woods.
Can I take one and just like run outside the door and just like testing. What do I do?
We
How
can
do I
we
do
can hear
this?
you. We can hear you. But from here.
If I talk really
you can hear like a
quietly.
faint whisper coming from the stone that's you guys have.
It seems to be working quite fine. Hello.
And a loud
Shout
hello.
into it.
Oh,
so-
it's gonna
I
be
did-
like one of those, like, you know, old people with mobile phones. The
Yeah.
further people are away, the louder.
Can you hear me?
It's
I can
like,
hear you so good.
yeah, you don't need to shout to Spain, but it's fine.
Well, these
I
are
didn't
excellent.
doubt you. I'm sorry. I just needed to try them.
Well, now we have some sending stones and some gold, and we have
I like the walk and talk thing you said. Sorry. Yep.
we have some missions.
Anything more pressing that you would like us to take care of right away?
Well, not unless you have a highly sought after magical item that can seal any creature within it in a small pocket dimension forever.
Oh, sorry, all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical.
Just had one.
Left it in my other adventure.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I guess we'll confer and we'll decide which way to go next.
I wish you good luck.
Thank
Well,
you,
thank you.
dearest Bearman Mayor.
It's Barrington, but yes.
Thank you, Barrington.
I put the
And I'll bow a little bit.
I put the hidden key in your hand.
Huh?
Oh, The hidden, the what,
No.
the.
That key. I placed it in your hand.
Well, you have.
So,
Sorry, did I miss something?
What
What
hidden
just
key?
happened?
She did
No,
this.
you talked,
Zero
and then-
looked at.
And yeah,
It's
I'm
an
just
imaginary
informing
key.
you. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
you put an
informing you of
imaginary-
that that she did
Excellent.
that. Yeah.
Cool, great. I'll take the key. I'll just do that and kind of just give you a little wink.
Also, Baast, you do see an opportunity while you're here if you want to try to use the sleight
Cool.
of hand. To...
Yes, I was just gonna ask you. Excellent.
Yeah.
So kind of as we do that, and I'll kind of shake the mayor's hand. It's like, thank you very much. And as I do so, I'll try to just slip it back into his pocket.
Very well. Sleight of hand.
Fuck!
Oh!
Worthless.
And you cannot re-roll things. Like you have to stick by your rule.
Yeah.
Your rolls.
When you roll, you roll.
Can I just say sorry? You dropped this.
Roll a deception.
you
We
dropped
were
it
almost out the
yesterday.
door. We
Yeah.
were almost out the door.
Deception.
Give me a deception.
Come on, come
I'll
on,
roll
come
insight.
on. No.
Oh!
No.
So just for everybody, there was
Oh.
a sleight of hand was a 9 and the deception was a 7. So
I
just-
actually go like,
he just looks at you and shakes his head.
Let's pretend this never happened.
I'm not angry. I'm just
Disappointed.
very disappointed.
ooh, ooh, cuts like daggers.
Yeah, that cuts deep.
I thought better of you.
I'm like, ooh, I actually hold over Brent's ears.
Well,
You
I have
know
no
where the
words.
door is. And he just takes it and turns around.
Yeah.
I'll hold up the cup to him.
what am I gonna do with the cup?
Not to you, to the bear.
No, he has turned
mirror.
his back. He's
Oh.
I'm like,
Is sort of a very disappointed, sort of
yeah,
just like a get out.
scowling.
Yeah.
Let's get out. Let's get out.
Could have done that. Could have handled that better.
That's
Let's not talk about it.
yeah.
And I'll walk out.
Yeah, and I was like, we should make a deal and not talk about a lot of things that happened in that town hall.
Sure. Yep. What you said.
Yep.
Sounds good. Let's go get Orpheus.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so you all meet up. Orpheus has learned his spell. And you all sort of have some time to... yeah, I assume you tell him everything that you learned.
How did you fare at the bear den?
It was excellent. It was awesome. It was great. No
Good,
hiccups.
good.
I will tell everything and I'll leave out the part of me fucking up the sleight of hand.
Perhaps we should, if that case is, perhaps we should start rummaging around where the goats and the herders disappeared. Then
Because it's closer, and if it's linked, maybe we'll get a pinpoint from that.
Yeah, if that's at the base of the mountain, then we have to scale the mountain. At least we'll do that first. Yeah, all right. What time of the day is it?
Oh, it's still early.
Okay.
So it's still before noon.
Okay. Do we know if we could make it to the site where they disappeared before the day's end, or if we could...
Oh yeah, the farm isn't far away, so you can go to the farm and then hear with them about where it happened, because you don't
Okay.
have an exact
No.
location. You only know that the good fields and their farm.
Okay. Well,
it might be connected to the Starry-Eyed Man. We do not know.
We know very little, and we could at least, if the mysterious things that's going on here, we could at least look into what harm will it do. We might help some poor farmers and help ourselves at the same time.
yeah, someone
Two
knows
birds, one
something.
stone.
Yeah, no, I agree. At least we'll help someone out, potentially get paid, and we'll be a
Do
little
you like
closer.
coin?
I don't mind. We gotta eat.
Very much so.
So yeah.
Rumble. When is it lunch?
I'll take some cheese out of.
Like goat's cheese.
Classic pocket cheese.
And
Yes.
it's body temperature, Wren. Couldn't you keep it in a backpack? Oh well.
And actually, Orpheus is gonna take out some of the meager morsels of food that he put away the day before, since that's all he's got now. Absolutely broke.
Oh, so sad. The sadness.
Well, you have a bunch of hunting traps, so you can always
Yeah, they're gonna go and sell one of them. We're gonna keep.
The
Maybe we
wizard
should
and
get
his
one. Maybe we
traps.
should bring one of them. Just ooh,
The
can I step?
poem.
How much room is left in my robes of holding?
Well,
got robes of
And robe useful items.
yeah,
Brilliant.
robe of useful items. Well, with your backpack and such, you can sort of have the hunting traps. Some of the hunting traps will sort of be dangling from the backpack, but
Yeah, I can't have everyone, but I can put one in there at least.
oh yeah, no problem.
How do I add stuff to this? Do I?
We can work that out.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I can figure
We'll
that
sort
out.
it
I
out.
can go in and edit.
Because we might I'm gonna sell one to getting some money, but I can do that later. But at least bring one in case we are gonna catch some lichens.
I'm just thinking, like, Adeema just thinking, we have a really weird wizard.
Yes.
Why did we get a weird wizard?
Every wizard is the weird wizard.
I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
but
the
why
thing
are they
about
so
wizards.
weird? And
That's why you get a sorcerer.
I'm like, what the
Well,
hat and the
they
robe?
spend-
Sorcerer are just freaks.
No, there
They
is like
spend more times in books than with people.
Yeah.
That's just what happens.
yeah.
And filling
much
themselves will
people
have with
skills.
strange incantations and
yeah.
all of that. It sort of messes up their minds.
I'm like, I shake my head, but I hope he's more useful.
Yes. Well, as you all
Adeema's
are,
very arrogant.
as you're all headed to the Goodfield farm, both Wren and Orpheus,
Yeah.
who has a equally high passive perception. Both of you, as you are headed towards there, can sort of see in the sky that, like, something that's flying between one of the mountains, and you're not quite sure, but it's something that feels like a bad omen.
I'll go over to Baast and I'll pull out his cloak, whatever. What you're wearing, that's long
Yeah,
enough
like
for me,
a
or your pants.
travel robe.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, sure. And I'll take the imaginary key out of my pocket and kind of give to you.
I was not following along. I was like, what's going on?
All of us go, yep, that makes sense.
Like
That's
Like, this makes sense.
Thank you,
This is-
Alex.
yep.
This is the thing you do. Like, sorry, I should have given.
What
that
do you
back
think I
ear-
was
earlier.
quiet for so long?
Just
There's
throw the
there's
key
a
away.
thing flying, I think, but I can't really see it. Can you? I
Yes.
don't know. Can you?
Wait,
and
what
I
do you
point
see?
towards it.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, can you see it
speckle
there?
up there
Yeah.
somewhere.
You see up
Dark
towards the
wings, dark
mountains,
words.
and almost like a shadow without any real form glides about. And there's something in the back of all of your heads collectively, as someone who's been in contact one way or another with the star-eyed man's work. Something about this tells you there's something going to happen in this area, so you're definitely on the right track.
Hey!
And with that, we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Woohoo! We're always
Nice.
going
And they got dark
somewhere.
words. Dark wing, dark words.
Yeah.
Yes. I need to end it on something, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
That's
ominous.
Something
Ominous.
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 Yes, and we're not
Nothing
gonna
wicked this way come.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
And with that, thank you so much to my players for doing all of the weird shit. I absolutely love it. And
Thank you.
For indulging
you.
this weird world.
I
The
got it.
bear was fun.
Yay! Thank
Down
you.
in Tika
And
with
dirty
a bear
words!
mayor
Yeah.
and fought a plant.
Or toys that goes
Love
up
it.
a derp. Oops.
You need a little upper derp in your life.
Burp.
Yes.
Donna,
Oh,
you're
yes.
amazing. Alex,
thank
you.
I love you. So thank you
Aw,
for being
so
part
much
of
fun.
Great
my.
playing with you.
So
I'm
much
I'm
fun.
having
Looking
so
forward
much
to next
fun.
time.
Having so
Yes.
much
Gonna be
fun.
fun.
Again,
Yeah.
so much
Oh,
thank you for
likewise.
Alex for joining on this
Yes!
absolute madness. with
Absolute,
this.
absolute
let's do
treat.
that.
So much fun.
We
To all my
treated-
players, thank you so much. To all their viewers, thank you so much for keeping up with all of this, for doing the likes, for leaving some comments. If you have any questions at all, because I make a lot of weird shit, and you're allowed to ask about all of it. And
Sunflowers.
also, like depending on how, like, because
Bear
I made
mares.
a lot of this based on weird Easter eggs and just weird things. So if you know any of the references, which are very vague, please and have a guess down in the comments.
Yeah, do it.
Yes.
Do the thing.
So until next time, take care of each other, love each other, and be safe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.